to the money. Why you laughing? Ain't shit funny. I'm tryna wait. I'm tryna go hard in the paint. I'm tryna wait. I'm tryna stack cash in the bank. Bitch, let's get to the money. Why you laughing? Ain't shit funny. I'm tryna wait. I'm tryna go hard in the paint. I'm tryna wait.
We back. We ain't going nowhere. I'm back. It's the real talk. I got someone to the left of me, y'all. He been here before. You may have seen him before, but he brought another guest for me, man. And y'all gonna get to know him today. The one, the only, Crypto Trap God.
Yes, sir. It's
You
a
know
pleasure
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
here.
Yeah, welcome back, bro. Appreciate you for having me.
I appreciate to have both of y'all, but also, you know what I mean, it's good to have another guest on here. So we got to get to know your journey, man. Tell the people your journey and how you get started into crypto and so forth.
All right. So I've been a serial entrepreneur since I was about 20, 21. My journey started off with selling insurance, and then I branched off into multi-level marketing companies. I went into Forex. I wasn't one of those Forex niggas that was just recruiting people, but I did gain the education to teach myself how to analyze markets and trade, day trade, and so forth. From there, I went into penny stocks, and then I went into actually crypto. I had a friend that had put me on, and then I was also inspired by the late Nipsey Hussle. He talked about cryptocurrency.
Rest in peace, Nipsey.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Nipsey.
Mhm.
So from there, that kind of gave me that push to start being self-reliant and being self-sufficient and learning new ways to make money from my phone without having to punch a clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
I like that. So I got Dylan here. How did you guys meet?
We had a mutual friend. We actually got a couple mutual friends who are also serial entrepreneurs, and we eventually linked up. We had very similar business mindsets, and eventually we came together, and we've been making moves ever since.
Yeah, no, it's I want to say, like, one thing about entrepreneurs is that we all have a lot in common. So, like, when you meet somebody that's an entrepreneur, you guys just click off the top, you know. And that's kind of how it was for me and him. We didn't know each other. We didn't grow up together, but just from our personal journeys as entrepreneurs, we had a lot in common, and that's what brought us here today.
Facts.
I love it, man. I love it, man.
Yes, sir.
So we was talking off the record about how important ownership is and like running a business and how you can make money off your phone. So like tell the people how important it is that nowadays you can just make money off your phone. Like what are the tips you can give people?
Well, I want to start off by emphasizing that we are in the industrial age of technology. So like what I mean by that, if you're not making money from your phone, you're really hustling backwards, because we're in a time period where
Hold on. Repeat that one more time for the dudes who are deaf. 'Cause there's a lot of dudes that didn't hear that.
Yes, sir.
They playing Madden and Call of Duty.
Listen, we're in a time period where you don't have to punch in a clock to make money. And what I mean by that is, if you're not making money from your phone, you are hustling backwards. There are so many avenues that you can take upon yourself to make money from your phone, whether that's drop shipping, whether that's stock investing, whether that's real estate. It doesn't matter what it is. If you can find your niche and you stay consistent, you're going to make bread from it. And it's as simple as that.
Simple as that, man. Dilly, you remember we was talking about ownership?
Yeah.
Okay. So like elaborate more on that, because we didn't get to elaborate more on how important ownership is.
So, for me, right, like I said last time, I feel like a lot of people are scared to take risk. And so that's why we don't see a lot of ownership in our community, because I have a lot of friends that are like have like business ideas, but they're scared to take the risk and jump in that water, and they kind of want something that's guaranteed, and that's not what business is. Business is one of those things where you're going to probably struggle your first few months or years in the game before you figure out what works for you. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us have some kind of business ventures we tried in the past that didn't work for us, right? But we're still going because we understand that just because one thing failed for you doesn't mean that you're a failure, or it doesn't mean that you can't succeed doing something else. So I want people to understand that, like, we need more ownership in our community, and it starts with us taking risk. Like, if we're scared to take risk, we're never going to own anything, you know. Like, even like these big multi-billionaire companies like Amazon and Tesla, if you really dive into their journey, you're going to hear how they were doing other things before they actually succeeded with all these companies, right? They were probably doing other things that failed, but like, you learn as you go, and that's the beauty of entrepreneurship, is that every step you make is teaching you a lesson. Like, there's never any bad steps. Like, you have to fail. It's part of the journey of being successful. So I like encourage more people that if you have a dream, an idea, a vision, don't be scared to jump in the water and take the risk.
I like that. And off the record too, Emil, sorry, I said Emil. We were also talking about how you took that risk and you had like a little fallout. Explain that fallout and how it tested you to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. So a little of my backstory. When I started off with penny stocks, I did make a hefty amount. I'm not going to really disclose that information, but once I got the understanding and foundation of the fundamentals of how to analyze markets, that's when I dove deep into cryptocurrency. And because cryptocurrency is a new asset class and it's not really regulated by the officials, you are going to run to a lot of scams and so forth. So in the early parts of my journey, I want to say like around 2020, 2021, I was involved in a few investments, and I was a victim to losing money in regards to the ownership of those investments that I was into. They were involved in money laundering. And at the time, I was working a 9 to 5, and I was limited to my time on the computer or, analyzing different things on my cell phone. And because of that, that held me back, and I did lose a hefty amount of money in regards to that, just because, like I said, it is a new asset class, and you are at risk to run into many scams. Anything that is worth an investment, you are putting your money on the line to losing it. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's real estate, whether it's stocks. It doesn't matter. Like,
or even like running a business.
Exactly. Like, you never know how successful you're gonna be, and when you take that risk, you really gotta build the testicular fortitude to really push forward. So when I did that, I made my first six figures around 24, 25. And as I stated earlier, I was involved in an investment that had basically crashed, so to speak. And I lost majority of my funds. And I was a victim of that.
So like, that time period, I know you felt kind of lost, and you probably felt like, dang, like discouraged. So explain that feeling, because it's just like, how tough was that for you, and how did you find ways to bounce back from that?
So during that time period, I really hit rock bottom. I think what's important to notarize is that when it comes to entrepreneurship, from the outside looking in, you're not allowed to be human. And a lot of people, they look at you in the aspect that you can't make mistakes. Like, you are not flawed from being not human, So during that time period, like I said, I went through a depression. I pretty much lost everything, man. When I lost all of that, I was actually forced to move back in with my parents. I was in a relationship at the time. a relationship went downhill because I lost everything. So it's very important to keep your emotions in check when it comes to that. Like I said, you are not given the grace to make mistakes. So when you spend time analyzing different situations and how you overcome it, that really it really measures your character and how successful you are going to be in the future long run.
I like that. I like that.
I want to add to that, right? So, kind of like his journey, I had a similar path. I think this was like 2020. Between 20 and 2021, I made like 6 figures investing. And I was kind of like, amazed at like my success. Like I never seen that type of money before, such a young age. But literally 12 months later, I lost everything. And man, it takes a man to be able to overcome that. Like I'm telling you, I went through depression. I had suicidal thoughts some days. Kind of like just feeling like I was a failure. Like when you lose that type of money, you don't ever think you can make it again, and you like kind of feel, I don't know, man. It was just a lot of pain that I was dealing with. But the worst part about it is that you can't show or talk to anybody about it because they've never been in their shoes, so they won't understand what you're going through. It's kind of like they look at you like, damn, this dude is stupid. Like, how the fuck you lose? Or how do you lose 6 figures in a year? Like, they don't understand that that's what comes with the game. And, man, I went through so many dark days and nights of just trying to, like, talk myself into not doing anything bad to myself. And what really helped me get through it was that I had other friends and partners that lost that type of money too, and we kind of figured like, hey, if we made it before, we can make it again. This is not the end. And kind of like just like a stock, like stocks go up and down, right? I look at this as like, okay, if you had this much money and then you went all the way down, the next time you get it, you're gonna surpass that level. So that kind of I felt a lot of hope knowing that where I was at back then, that's my floor. That's not my ceiling, because next time I'm going to surpass that. So, like, I just want to tell people that have been through that stage before or currently going through that stage that it's part of life. It's part of the game. You kind of have to just be immune to losing, and you have to like think of the bigger picture, and you have to tell yourself that, okay, this is part of my success journey. I'm going to succeed in the end. I'm going to make it to where I'm trying to go, and the only people that win is the people that don't quit. So you have to not quit. Like, even though it gets super hard, it gets really, really depressing sometimes, you can't quit. You have to just do it. Like, you might have to alienate yourself from the world and other people, and just kind of go through this, all the emotions. Like Nipsey Hussle said, he went through all the emotions. He just didn't quit. Like, you kind of have to go through all the ups and downs and emotions that come with this, and you can't quit. And I want to tell people, like, those people getting into investing because they see other people making a lot of money, I guarantee you those people were losing in the beginning.
Facts.
Nobody got into investing and just started making millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Facts.
You lose for a very long time, and you learn from your losses. And from there, you figure out ways to become a winner. And so if you start investing and you see a lot of losses in the beginning, just understand it's part of the journey. You can't skip those steps. It's part of what comes with it.
I see. I want to ask both of you guys, because I want a response from y'all both with this question I got. How important is it as business people or entrepreneurs to have other like great people with great mindsets in case you get in that situation where you're low? If you get what I'm saying, like, you guys get the question, like, pretty much how important is it to have people around your circle that are going to uplift you, or have people around you who are going to have your back? Because sometimes, like you said, as business people or as owners, they don't look at you as human. They look at you as you're the boss. You got to have your stuff together all the time. But there's going to be fallouts. There's going to be losses. And it's going to mess with your mental. And mental is very important when it comes to owning your business or working towards a business. So how important is it to have a great circle around you when you're involved in business? Okay. Y'all can take turns after that question.
I got you. I'll say it's extremely important. If you're entering a room where you're the smartest person in that room, you're not going to benefit from it. So you should always surround yourself with people where you can gain wisdom from. That's with anything in life. I also feel that if you don't take the time to really learn your emotions, when it comes to entrepreneurship, you do have to have a level of emotional maturity. You have to be emotional mature to handle those type of losses.
Or like you mean like emotionally intelligent?
Yes,
in a way.
emotional intelligence.
In a way,
correct.
Right.
So like, if you are emotionally immature or you lack that intelligence, you are going to be quick to give up. You are going to be quick to say, F it, like, let me move to the next thing. But when it comes to that, like I said, when your back is against the wall and you moving against the grain, you got to surround yourself with people that's going to constantly push you, the people that see your vision, the people that's backing you every step of the way, because, like I said, it's easy to give up. And your subconscious mind will talk you out of anything that you put a goal behind. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, so to kind of piggyback off what he said, every successful person, if you look at them, they all have some kind of like circle of other successful people that went through the same stuff, right? So it's like if I'm fighting this uphill battle by myself, I kind of like have to tell myself every day, like, okay, maybe I'm going to win one day. Maybe I'm going to make it to the top. But when you're surrounded around other people that are going through the same journey and maybe even already went through what you're going through, it gives you hope and it gives you some kind of like something to look at and say, okay, this is why I don't need to quit, because this same person that looks just like me went through these same trials and tribulations and made it to the top and overcame. So it's very important. It's just kind of like, athletes or just anybody else. You see most people that are successful, they have a team or they work with other people. Like during the off season, LeBron trains with other players, right? Like all these greats.
I don't think nobody can train with LeBron. He's different. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
but I'm just
right.
saying like
No, they can't do what he does.
they can't do what he
but,
does.
But I'm
But
saying
I guess
that
he has those
they
people
work
that can
together,
work
right?
together
in
and
the
mentor
summer,
each other.
like because it helps pushes you to like have this beast mindset of that. Okay, this is what I need to do, and other people have been through the same stages I'm at right now, and they made it past it. So I think it's very important to have a circle of other entrepreneurs. Like me and Crypto God, like we kind of relate. We do different things, or we did different things in the past, but just being that we went through the same exact stages, bro, like literally the same exact stages, it kind of shows you like why you have to stay connected with other people that are in this same journey as you, because it gives you hope. And just listening to his journey, it kind of made me realize like, damn, maybe I'm not the only person that went through this.
Facts.
And he overcame it just like I overcame it, right? So it shows you like the people that are made for this, they're gonna overcome whatever comes like in their way, whatever falls on your plate, you're gonna overcome it. And it's very important to just surround yourself around other people that are doing the same thing as you, or at least like-minded people, because it helps you have some kind of like solid foundation of knowing that you're not the only person going through this stuff.
Right.
Okay. So I got an important question before we wrap it up. Business spotlight question right here, y'all. I want each of y'all to give me y'all best advice when it comes to like a business tip that you can give to someone that can help them get to a level of success, or help them, give them ideas of owning a business, or any business tips you got for people watching. Like, you know what I mean?
I'll start off. I'll start off by saying, find a problem that everybody has and create a solution for it. And
Damn.
Hey, and when you do that, you got to keep in the back of your mind, like you got to remain consistent in that solution mindset.
No, that's actually a great idea. Yeah, that's crazy. Because you just said find a problem and create a solution for it. Because when you think about a lot of things that people create, that people need, is mainly a problem and they create something to help fix that problem.
Facts. Man,
and then
just
people
look
can
at-
make money off it like that.
Exactly. Just look at Amazon or even Netflix. Netflix, they solved the problem of people having to go to a physical store to rent out DVDs. Now you can do that at the comfort of your home. You don't have to waste gas to do that. Amazon, you don't have to necessarily go to a grocery store or, you know, any type of retail store to order the necessities that you need in your everyday life.
Right. Dylan, what about you?
For me, kind of piggybacking off what he said, not only solving a problem, but you can't do it for the money. Like, if you're in business because, like, if you're only focused on the money, obviously we all want to make money, but if you're only focused on, oh, how much money can I make from this? How much money am I going to make?
The passion is
You're never going to win because a wise man once told me, if you chase money, it's going to run away from you.
Exactly.
Right. So, but if you chase solving problems and creating solutions, the money comes with that.
And providing value.
Exactly. So
Okay.
that's one thing I realized is that when I was chasing money, I lost everything. Everything. And now I don't chase the money no more. I only go for what I have a passion for because I know it's going to get hard. It's going to be days that you might want to give up. But if you don't have a passion and you're only doing it for money, it's going to be easy to give up. So now I only focus on things that I have a passion for and things that help me solve problems and help others. Like, if you focus on helping others, it might be like it might not be like every day, might not be like, oh my God, like, because people are not, they're ungrateful. People are not really appreciative of others that help them. So you might feel like you're on a dummy mission or you're like wasting your time, but I promise you, if you focus on helping people / solving problems, you're gonna get your blessings, or you're gonna make a lot of money. It's no way around it, and that's why I encourage people. Like, if you have some kind of passion or vision on what you want to do, and it involves like helping others, or it's not really just monetizing something,
The value is already there.
Yeah, you're gonna succeed, and you're gonna meet people along the way that are gonna help you build your empire. So I say focus on solving problems. Don't chase money. Don't go after money. Money's gonna come with it. Like even like I like relating back to athletes because we watch a lot of sports, right? Like a lot of these athletes that make millions now, trust me, they were in the gym working hard every day. They weren't like saying, "Oh, I'm only gonna go to the gym so I can make 20 million or 30 million a year." They were like, no, this is my passion. This is what I know I want to do. I know I can do it. So they were in the gym in and out every single day, and it eventually paid off in the long run. So just work as hard as you can towards your craft. I promise you the money always comes in the end.
And just like that, folks, this is a business spotlight, man. I have my boy CEO Dylan to my left, and I have my boy to my right.
Crypto Trap Guy.
You
live
feel
from
me?
the building.
Live from the building,
And we in
man.
Miami with it, man.
And we in Miami
We
with it,
said a lot of
man.
prayers tonight to be here today. So appreciate
Right,
everybody
right.
for tuning in. Make sure y'all follow my boy Darren, giving us this platform to be able to speak on things that other people are going through in life, and just kind of share our stories and show you guys that you guys are not alone. So like, just keep working and stay focused.
Love it, man. It's real talk, man. We out.
We out.
Go hard in the paint. I'm tryna wait. I'm tryna stack cash in the bank. Bitch, let's get to the money. Why you laughing? Ain't shit funny.